it's not like there's no narrative around retirement. It's just, it's the cool reinvention story, or it's the, this lawyer turned pastry chef, or it's the beaming boomer standing in front of the pizza parlor. There is affluence that you have the money to, have these really cool third acts.
Right.
And so that's what many of us see, and it's so prevalent that you start to feel like a failure if you can't afford to do that. Take this part of your assets and invest it in this and this part, and they're thinking like, what assets?
Yes.
There are no assets. And so the advice that we often get is not relevant to what our situations are. People over 50 in this country spend $7 trillion a year. We're huge drivers of the economy. When you look at how much we spend on consumer goods or on apparel or on cars, we're a big part of that. Yeah. So what happens when we don't have work and we can't spend money? I can take my coffee in a thermos. I can keep my 8-year-old Chevy. I don't have to buy clothes from you. I don't have to eat in your restaurants. So that on the private sector, business side, there's not this connection between, if we aren't working, we can't spend money. What has saved me is connecting with women friends. I have one friend, I meet with her every Saturday at 10 a.m. and we go to a little coffee shop that's like the neighborhood living room. And it's just a place for me to share honestly with her, and she shares honestly with me what's happening. If we are in despair, we're not going to use the power we have. We're not going to call out and call into account our politicians, our institutions to address this. I wanted to write a book that dealt with the meantime. So before, that's why I say the cavalry's not coming. Before, these really long-term solutions that may not even to affect our lifetimes, we've got to manage now. And I also try to make the point, this is not some pesky little boomer problem.
Yes.
Gen Xers don't have pensions either. Millennials don't have pensions either. So in a way, we are making the path. We are grappling with these issues that generations that are in lockstep behind us are going to have to grapple with. A silver lining in what is happening is, because many of us are going to have more modest incomes, we're having to look at the economics of aging, particularly around consumption. So the mindless consumerism that, it's hard to escape in America, we're having to really think about, what do we need to be content and happy?